surprisingly, I was really comfortable. There was not one moment where I felt that मुझे ये suit नहीं कर रहे हैं या मुझे कुछ uncomfortable feel हुआ. I was very confident, I think, and I think that's also why Kabir allowed them to, a lot of times they kind of focus on the man when there's action happening. But I think Kabir wanted it to look very real, and because he saw that I was very comfortable holding a gun and I was very comfortable in that environment, he allowed it to be there in the film as well. And that's something that I'm very happy about, because if I am playing a agent in the film or an ex-agent in the film, then I would be confident with a gun and I would know how to handle myself in these situations. I think that's more for boys. I don't think girls so much think about that when they're growing up. When I was younger, I was a big car person though. Like, girls were into their dolls or their clothes or something, but I was really into cars. That was my passion. So I remember everyone used to find that very funny and very not like a girl. Action, I think I became a little more comfortable since post Dhoom 3. I think in Dhoom 3 I had so much training, I had so much physical training, whether it was in the stunts or whether it was in the acrobats or even the style of dance. It was so physically strenuous that I think I just became very comfortable. And Phantom was my next film, which I shot for after Dhoom 3. So when I went into it only, I was quite physically fit, yes. See, the film is based the backdrop of the film is 2611. So the setting of the film is true to life. The setting of the film is real, and I'm sure we all know what happened on that night. We all followed the events for the next 2 days, what happened during that whole attack. But what the story is, see, it is a fictional film. It's using a real event which happened as the backdrop. But the question which was in the minds of, I think, Hussein Zaidi and Kabir Khan when they were making the film was, what if this had been the response? What if this had been India's response to these attacks on the country? And even though it is a fiction film, it's based purely on fiction, and it's a film made for entertainment. It's a very interesting thought. I mean, it's an interesting plot, and it's a very unusual story, and that was something that really excited me when I heard it. I just thought it would make a really interesting film. And at the same time, I think Kabir is a very politically responsible person, and is a very socially responsible person, and he's been very careful with all the sentiments that must be respected and regarded, to make a film like this. I was shooting in Film City for Ajab Prem Ki Gazab Kahani, and I remember the stories started coming in that there was some shooting which had happened, and slowly, of course, everyone started to understand what was happening. But I remember that there was this period, for a few hours where nobody really believed. Everyone was kind of just dismissing the stories because it just sounded so unbelievable and so unrealistic that this is actually happening. So first there was just there was some shootout which happened at near the train station or near the Oberoi. And then once it actually started to unfold that people had entered the Taj and this is what was happening inside the Taj, I remember that for quite a few hours nobody really believed it. No one was taking it seriously. It just seemed like it would never be possible, something like that. That's the luxury you get with working with Kabir Khan, as you said, is that you get a little spoiled because he does all the research for you, and he's very bothered by factual things. So if you're showing something which is not correct according to history or according to as it is in the world, so if you're playing an agent, you can be convinced and rest assured in your mind that this is possible for this to happen in this situation. So whether there's a portion where my character is working in an army camp in Syria with an NGO, you can be sure that something like this is happening somewhere in the world. It's not made up out of his imagination. And these little details, this attention to detail, is something which I think is a really big strong point for him, because it brings a lot of credibility and a lot of realism to his films. But at the same time, he's a very passionate and larger than life filmmaker at the same time. It's not that he's making a documentary, but his facts are correct. His research is very accurate, like you said, because of his documentary film background. He was a documentary filmmaker for quite a few years.